Hi, I'm Alex from Wilkinson Cameras and I've finally got my hands on the new Sony A7RV and the FE 20-70 f4G lens. We're going to be reviewing the A7RV in its own separate video, so keep your eyes out for that. But for now, we're going to be taking a look at and through this brand new all-rounder lens from Sony. The Sony FE 20-70 f4G zoom lens is a new all-round lens, and I mean all-round. So it's a really great choice for both stills and video shooters and provides so many great views. Whether for landscape, fashion, street, vlogging, travel, that wide angle is great for wide shots in video, as well as landscapes and indoor shots. It's a truly versatile lens and definitely one that I'd like to add to my kit bag. Yes, it's only f4, but with the latest camera technology, using a high ISO is less of a concern, and the IBIS in Sony cameras is so good that shooting in low light doesn't always require a fast aperture lens. It's currently priced at $13.99 and it's designed for both photographers and videographers who want a small, lightweight, general purpose lens that allows them to capture wide through to mid-range shots. The 20mm really does make this very nice and very versatile, particularly for creators who want to maximise their field of view without carrying a lot of kit. It's a Sony G lens, which means it's great quality, it's going to produce really great images and pleasing bokeh. If you're not sure on the Sony lens lineup, then Sony essentially have three types of lens: general lenses, G lenses and G Master lenses. For Canon fans, you can think of G Master as being the equivalent of Canon's L series glass. They're the best of the best and they tend to feature wide apertures and professional build quality. Initially pairing with Zeiss to build on their expertise when Sony first entered the full-frame mirrorless market, we're gradually seeing the Zeiss badged lenses replaced with Sony's own designs. This lens, for example, replaces the Sony 24-70 f4 Zeiss lens. G lenses combine great image and build quality with small size and a lighter weight, and they're usually at a more affordable price point, often offering a less expensive alternative than a G Master lens at a similar or same focal length. This 20-70 is no exception to this. We're using the original FE 24-70 f2.8 G Master on our filming camera today. This can be picked up for around $1,699 new, or anywhere from £1,100 to £1,500 second hand. So at $1,399, this is quite comparable price-wise. So why would you get an f4 lens when you can get an f2.8 G Master? Well, for one, it's almost half the weight at just 488 grams, and it's a good chunk smaller as well. Plus you're getting that extra 4mm at the wide end as well with that 20mm option. This lens is so lightweight and it's so well balanced. The images it produces are really, really nice. I didn't think I'd like the 20mm angle quite as much as I do. I didn't really think I needed it. You know, everybody likes the 24-70, but I love it. It just gives you that additional view to work with, and it works for so many different types of photography and videography. So even though I really like this lens and I love the 20mm angle on it, what I did notice when I imported all the images into Lightroom is that it's actually quite distorted and has really bad vignetting when shooting at 20mm. The camera automatically saves the JPEGs to cut this out. It removes the distortion and it cuts the vignetting out. But if you're working on RAW files, you're getting the raw unedited information. So let's just see what that original file looked like before I edited it and applied lens corrections. So you can see here that there's really bad vignetting in the corners and that it is quite distorted. If I just flick the lens corrections on and off, you can see how much distortion there is in this. I'm actually using a 24-240 Sony lens correction profile on this because Lightroom doesn't appear to have the 20-70 at the moment, but this appears to kind of correct it in line with how the JPEGs are corrected in camera, so it seems to do a good job. And I'll just show you a couple more examples of this. this one is a particularly good example because of the type of subject that I'm shooting. So if we just turn that off, my computer's going very slowly. You can see just how distorted it is, and again, really bad vignetting at 20mm. But I'll flick along to some other examples from this lens where you'll see that it's absolutely fine at the 70mm. It is just at the widest part, which is to be expected with this kind of lens. So if we just look at this one here, I'm going to remove the corrections, and again you're seeing the vignetting and you're seeing the distortion. I'm going to pop that back on, and that's how it should look. And then we've got 57mm for some reason, which there's not a great deal of correction, just a little bit. So it's very minor. And then at 70, there's very, very little. So it doesn't affect how much I enjoyed using this lens. It's still a very versatile lens, but it's definitely worth knowing so that you're not surprised when you open them up in Lightroom. And it is worth considering that you are going to have a crop to take into account when you apply this. So maybe just consider that when composing. The lens features 2 XD linear motors for super fast and quiet AF, and it promises vastly improved tracking performance and speed when compared in particular to the 24-70 f4 Zeiss lens. We've had no issues at all using the remarkable AF on the Sony A7RV today with the 2070. The specs claim it will work reliably, up to 30 frames per second, and during high frame rate filming. The lens has also been designed to physically reduce focus breathing, but it also works with bodies that feature focus breathing compensation. And as you can see in this test footage, it works really, really well. It's dust and moisture resistant. It's got a fluorine coating to repel water and dust on the front element. And you have 2 custom buttons, so great for both landscape and portrait shooters. And as we're finding more and more with Sony's new lenses, you also have an aperture ring. This is lockable, should you want to ensure you either use the ring or use your camera to control it without accidentally knocking it. And on top of this, you can declick it. So there's a declick switch, which means you can have smooth and silent aperture change or tactile clicks between settings. It's not overly suited to gimbal use at different focal lengths due to the balance change when zooming. However, thanks to its weight and overall size, it's a great option at set focal lengths for use on a gimbal. I really, really like this lens. It's exactly what I want from an all-round lens. I love that wide angle. I like that I can get quite close up to subjects as well, thanks to a 25 to 30 centimetre minimum focus distance. Olivia's tested this for a fashion shoot, and she also really liked using it and found it massively versatile. So is $13.99 a lot for an all-round lens? I think it depends on how you're looking at it. This is at least 2 lenses in one, and it's easily a lens I could just stick on my camera and take everywhere with me. And it's a G lens, so you're getting that extra quality as well. It's definitely making me consider lugging around a great big 24-70 f2.8, and I think a lot of other people might be thinking the same. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ooh, and we've got a brand new Instagram account where you can see all the behind the scenes action, so go and follow Wilkinson Cameras BTS. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.